Being in the crypto market while there is a bull run alive feels like a luck. But some of us have actually earned that right by being in this market for long enough and understanding that this opportunity does not come every now and then. If you look at these and study these factors, that the market is showing you something special. Remember, this is already 26th of the month, which means in few days you're going to watch a monthly candle close. Now, what's surprising about that? This monthly close, especially for Bitcoin, will look magnificent because this is where we are going. Like, remove everything, remove all the noise, and look at this. Whoa, you have actually a long way to go. A major resistance for Bitcoin is going to be on this aisle, 46,000. That's a great thing. Right now, you're testing what? $39,000 mark, which is actually great. Now, what about XRP? If you do look at the correlation, then you can understand something from the XLM chart. But you also have to understand that the market kind of dictates a lot of different things. So when you actually go look at what's happening in the market, when people put a lot of argument like retail is broke, they don't have money to buy in crypto, look at this. That's a big jump up. That's 5.6 billion last year, and this time they're talking about this 9.8 billion in online sales in the US alone. So people do have a lot of money for some reason from some way, which they're spending as it is. So as soon as you see the crypto market taking the next leg to the upside, a lot of money is going to flow into this region. You're watching them one by one running up. Say TLM was at a higher range today. We call out to take profits, and now it dropped a little bit, but still it's up like 20% for the day. Welcome to the Scientific Investor family, where the normal retail guys get learn how to become the next top 10% of this world. I'm so happy that you guys are smashing that like button. Like 3,000 views, it's not the biggest, but 465 likes, that means a lot. Most of others get 10% of like compared to the views, but we are going through that level. I'm really thankful for all of you guys who are actually smashing that like button. So on that note, if you are receiving value, smash that like button for me. Now, let's jump into this. When you actually take a look at the altcoin segment without including the Ether, it kind of feels like, yeah, we're kind of starting something. Yeah, for sure. That segment shows you an initial rally up. This is the second one. Usually, the second rally is the biggest rally. And we are looking at the MACD, which is like, haven't actually started that big pop yet. Think about that for a moment. It has not yet started a big pop yet. But you're already watching these assets popping through the roof. Now, whether we believe it or not, SI family was aware of this opportunity at this range to buy in. They were told to take profit here. Same, they were told to buy in at this breakout here. We are riding through that. Now, we all understand the fact, like, when I enter a trade, you guys know that. When I take profits, you guys know that. When I'm exiting a position, you guys know that. So when I say skim profit and something else, that's happening right now. That's an ongoing trade where we are actually moving through step by step. Now, if you are there thinking about like, okay, can I get this? For sure, you can be a part of this family. SI family is now 740 plus members strong and growing. Why? The market is showing you a lot of opportunity, and I try to break that down to you guys in a way that is easier to understand. Right now, if you actually look at a lot of these assets, level of manipulation here is super high. See, when the market actually goes up and it still wants to go up, you'll actually see the market going up. But again, there is some divergence coming in. But say you take the profits out, considering the short-term scenario, the market pops. Now, that move is not a short-term move. So you need to understand that the market can manipulate you if you don't clearly understand what's happening. So the 1, the 2, the 3, if you note those microstructures, you can win in the market. Now, get back to XRP with the same ideology, with the same thought process, and we see that XRP is doing like this. Okay. At that point, we are like, we are not watching it popping through a dollar mark. We want to see XRP breaking above a dollar. Right now, you can actually have two perspectives. One, you can put in the narrative, we broke below the moving average. We're retesting that and getting rejected. That's not good. We may have to make a double bottom before we can actually break to the upside. So there is a lot happening. Now, if you're a pattern guy, you would actually take a different approach. You would actually argue that the price is doing a bull flag after doing the 1, 2, 3 phase, and you broke higher, you are trying to retest this. So what is it going to be? That's where we are coming in. If you actually see the price coming to 0.6 and bouncing off, that for XRP is a huge point. Now, one of the primary reasons you should understand that is huge is that on a macro perspective, this is what you're doing. You have not turned bearish. Instead, you broke the moving average, you came back, you retested that range and you bounced off. That is huge. The volume on the MACD is positive. MACD has crossed to the upside. Always, all the time, when we go back in almost every single asset, something which you note is when the MACD enter the positive zone, that is exactly where you see the pop starting. Now, where are we? Almost. So maybe it's the December, maybe it's the Jan, but we're getting so close to that. Look at that monthly. That kind of shows you we are so close to something big happening in XRP. Now, yes, that's a monthly chart. You need a hell lot more patience than a lot of other assets. So when you actually go on a weekly chart for XRP, thinking like, okay, what do I see here? You actually have the same thing. You broke to the upside, you're coming back down to test this moving average. Last time you have done this, 1, 2, boom. It is good. It's not actually a bad deal. Now, are we going to do that 1, 2 and boom? Or are we going to retest and directly go to the upside? What is it going to be? So we have to actually go on a daily and look at what's the possibility. So that's why I first started by saying we want to see a double bottom pattern happening here. That would look like this. You get a textbook double bottom with a higher low formation, which would signify that the buyers are ready to buy this asset before it come back down to that range. They're not even waiting for it to reach that territory because they think it's already undervalued at this level. So if we get to see that, that kind of interpret that the market is so hot, the market is aggressive. Now, you go on the gold and you look at that and say, whoa, gold is still grinding higher. It's a monthly chart, and what you're watching is we are having a monthly reaccumulation and it is trying to break through to the upside. That's a big thing to watch, because when we understand there is a hidden bullish divergence on gold, that's not a small thing. I mean, some way, someone believe that there is some big issue in the economy or your markets. So you have this formation here at the same time. RSI is, now that's not the perfect line, right? Okay. This kind of sums it up. You're going down on the RSI, the price is still same on the price action side, which shows you there is a hidden level of bullish narrative coming in. Get this, you will say, okay, we're breaking through the reaccumulation phase. This is what we have done. So gold is going to take off. We have seen this multiple times in the history. So when we go down at that phase, we're like, okay, someone is moving out of something. Most likely it's the dollar, because you go look at the dollar and you understand, okay, that doesn't actually look good. On a monthly, this is exactly what's happening. We talked about all these scenarios because you need to understand we broke to the downside, we retested that moving average, we're getting rejected. That does not look good. Say if you are clear guy with a clear mind, then you're like, okay, I don't want all these noise, just focus on one. Okay, we go on just one, which is the MACD. The price action first showed, I'm going to try and cross to the upside. Here, that was positive. Here, that was positive, but here you got rejected. So it came back down. it was not able to go to the upside. That itself shows sellers are doubling down or buyers are running for exit. So something is happening. So that's where the macro trend line matters. That's exactly why we were focusing on this from a long period of time, saying, guys, watch this. We got the top, we understood that top. This was the reason. Now we are coming back down, and I would say, okay, let's look for 92, 90 range. That is going to be a top for crypto. When dollar reaches this territory and consolidate there, that is exactly where I would look for a macro exit in crypto. Last time that was the story. When dollar made the double bottom, crypto made the top. So you get out, you take your profit, run for the exit. In the meanwhile, if you are looking at the crypto market itself to make your judgment, Bitcoin matters a lot. If your altcoin shows you there is a lot of upside, but Bitcoin is saying, no, I'm going downside, let's follow Bitcoin. That's the safest way here. Now, Bitcoin as of now shows something different than the dollar, which means a lot of money is entering into Bitcoin, which means a lot of money is coming into the crypto. That is a big deal. So if you are in the crypto market right now, you are literally watching an opportunity evolving in front of you. Yes, for sure, those assets which are right now trending up is actually in the AI side. We've talked about this. That's one of the reasons why we started entering into multiple trades when others were still saying, no, this is not the time. One of the primary reasons for that is the market showed you different narratives. The market was interested in something. And as this evolves, this is going to be something which a lot of big companies would look at. Whoa, that particular company went in big on crypto. Bitcoin for sure. Now they're doing this. So at a time when you see altcoins popping, some small companies becoming big companies, you can imagine the response from the Google, the Microsoft, the Apple. People will actually think like, okay, what should I do with these stocks? Let me go on to crypto. It's kind of popping through the roof. So you will see more and more money coming in. That's where the FOMO, the flywheel impact for the market actually comes in. And yes, it depends on the fundamentals of the project. It depends on a lot of how things are evolving on the other side. Because you really don't want to be on an area where the money is getting drained. People would like to enter into an area where it is trending to the upside. So on a monthly, if the trend looks like this, on a daily, on a weekly, whenever we saw something like that, it showed us that we were starting something big. If you forgot what we talked earlier in this video, just as a reminder, this is how it looks like. So you are just here. You have a long way to the upside on the monthly chart. But the problem is, it's a monthly chart. You need that 30 days of patience for one candle. In between, you will see a lot of volatility for sure. You're going to actually watch the price action do a lot of manipulative stuff on the short-term narrative when you're looking at the daily fluctuations. Unless you connect them with the micro, the macro charts to take the best decision. Because right now, if you're actually focusing on the price action, you'll actually argue that, okay, Bitcoin is actually showing something like this. The price is going up. Now, stay focused on this one because I'm going to show you something which is happening right now and something what happened before on a same horizon and different horizon. All of them worked. Now, price is going up, RSI is going down. So you had a lot of sellers coming in trying to push the price lower, but the price did not come down. Great. Bulls are strong. Now, you go back. Now, think about this. Say, even on a higher horizon, when people were talking about this, we had our perspective just based on this. Price was still here at a time when the RSI was going down. So, a lot of people came in trying to push the price down, but they failed. That's why the price, boom, it went up. So if that's true on that time horizon, why should it be different here? That's an argument to put in the market because you also have a trend line which is staying valid as of now. So yes, if this breaks to the downside, you directly look at your primary base, which is 35,500. If that breaks, yeah, the hill breaks loose. You're going to go back down to 30. Now, think about this for a moment. On a micro chart, it's the hell going out. But on a macro, a month back, we were around 27,000, 25,000 range. Right now we are 37. That's a $10,000 increase. That doesn't look bad, does it? Because if you are arguing that point on all different assets, now we should say the same. We broke to the upside, the moving average I'm referring to on a weekly, we come back down to test that and bounce. What's wrong in that? If that happens, it's still fine. But the point I'm making is we had a huge divergence here. We had a big breakout. Now the chances of we coming back below 34 seems really, really low. Now let me explain why. Because at that particular time, if you look at that candle which broke through, it had a lot of volume. It had big impact in the market. That long-shaped bullish candle here puts the argument like, oh, I'm sealing this range. So that means for me, 34,000 is a big support. After that, he tried a couple of weeks to push the price down, but each time he came to that range and got buyers and they pushed the price back to the upside. So I'm like, okay, that's not bad. They're trying to push the price back to the upside. Now, have we seen something similar historically? We have. Have we seen something like this before where it come back down to the moving average? It does. So that's why I was arguing, like, we do have two possibilities. Either the price come down to this range and slow down there, allowing the moving average to catch up and then bounce. This is usually what happens in the market. Or it surprises a lot of people and bursts to 40,000 and above. This is exactly where altcoins would actually slow down first. Now, if altcoins are slowing down, then most likely what you would be watching is Bitcoin popping. At that point, you're like, okay, I'm waiting. I have the patience. I have all the patience in the world. When Bitcoin reaches a resistance and slow down, altcoins pop. That's where you take benefit of the market movements. And if you're looking for altcoins and how each of them look like right now, because I usually say this, don't chase the green candles. When it's popping through 30, 40, 50% a day, don't chase it. Position yourself well. That's one of the reasons why we've been going through all of these updates to give you guys the right view of the market so you can actually make this. Literally, the opportunities are there in the market. The market is showing you all of these moves. So if you are ready to take benefit of that, you can join the 740 plus members in the SI family and become a big winner in this market cycle. So guys, again, if you receive value, smash, Hulk smash that like button. So guys, I'll meet you on the next video. Bye for now.